Hi everyone, welcome back to Jedidragoon Makes. I'm your host Jennifer, and I have some finished objects. I have some stories. So, I'm going to start with stories because I don't... So, what's been going on with me since the last video? Last video I'd gone to Hobby Lobby, and... Sorry, my nose is bothering me. I have allergies. As you can see, I'm a redhead now. This past weekend, we went to my nephew's wedding. Little Blakey was getting married. He's Blake, but he's actually one of my favorite nephews. I have one and then two. I have four nephews, and he's one of my favorites out of all of them. It's kind of funny, but yeah. So we went to his wedding. He got married at a place that's close to us, local. It's like some farm where they also do weddings and stuff. We had a good time. The wedding was great. He married a really nice girl. I loved her tattoo. It was a frog with under a toadstool. And yeah, so that was a fun time. They had really good music, and we're having fun at the reception and all that. I'm letting my kids run around because I figured they're old enough. I could let them go run around and stuff. And next thing I know, some people start coming up to me, is like, we think your daughter is in the pond, because there's a pond they had there, and that's where they set up our chat and the chairs. So they face the pond, and it looks really pretty in that. And they're like, and so the family started coming up to me, is like, we think your daughter is in the pond, but we're not sure. I'm like, okay, my daughter is the only child running around here who's old enough to be left unattended. The others were like 2 and 3, and it's like, crap. So I started heading that way, and my husband was with me too, and we're both like, oh no. And he starts heading that way, and Ashton, my niece, Blake's sister, comes up to me, is like, your daughter's in the pond swimming with her dress on, because she had this really pink, white, princess-style dress with pink and green on it, and little pearls, and it's like, oh no. So we start to go out there. Asa, my husband, says, I'll go out there, and the only thing he said to her really was that he's disappointed in her, and brought her and Patrick back up, because Patrick's down there with his shoes off, playing with his feet in the sand and water, because we had the boys in suits, because we were told it was formal. We felt a little overdressed, but yeah. So the kids, my daughter went swimming in the pond. She ended up in tears, and then later on they were dancing and having fun and all that. So they had a lot of fun. They also slept really good. So, and then the next day was Father's Day. So we took Daddy after church to Texas Roadhouse, and then came home, and I did some weeding in the garden. Sorry, we did some weeding. I did some weeding in the garden, got some stuff planted. He did some, and then we watched a movie with the kids. We watched Turning Red, which is a really good movie. I enjoyed it. It was a little teenager-ish. I enjoyed it, but it was a little teenager-ish for me. But, you know, that happens. And I just kind of was looking at it, I was like, I don't think I was ever that crazy. Of course, I was also a tomboy, and I wasn't real girly girl, so hence my daughter, where she gets it from. But my daughter's one of those, she likes to get up all dressed up in really pretty little dresses. Next thing I know, she's out digging in the dirt, climbing a tree. And I'm just like, I could say something, but I'm just going to let her go. Because I'm like, I don't want to discourage her from dressing up pretty, but I also don't want to discourage her from being tomboy and playing in dirt and stuff. So there's that. And then yesterday, Monday, the pool was delivered. So I was the one home, so I got out the dolly and dragged it to the backyard and stuff. And before you say anything, I worked in catering for years. I don't mind doing the same stuff my husband does. So he was at work, so I was the one there. So I just drug it to you back. So yeah, that was my weekend. Oh, and this is part of my finished objects because my allergies are acting up. I made, see if it'll focus. It's not focusing. There we go. I made myself a pair of earrings for the wedding. These are them. They're just simple little honeybee earrings with some green beads and some silver caps and sparkles. I used my plastic beads to make them nice and light. So there's those. And they're just all my earrings and stitch markers use these French clasp. That way, if somebody wants to use it for knitting, they can use them for knitting. If somebody wants to use them for crochet, they can use them for crochet. Or if you want to use them for earrings, you can use them for earrings. Which, ironically, I hadn't actually worn earrings in years. Most people, their earring holes will grow back and cover up if they don't wear earrings. Mine are weird because I can go without wearing earrings and then I just have to pop earrings in and it'll open up the holes and stuff real good. So that's what I did. But I've been wearing like studs this past week because when I was trying to put in those, I managed to poke the inside of my ear and get bleeding. So I've been wearing studs just to let it heal up and stuff so that the holes don't get filled in. So I've been having to wear little stud earrings. But yeah, those are some of my makes. If you're interested in any of my stitch markers or keychains or earrings, most of my stitch markers double as earrings. You can find those at my Etsy shop, Jedidragoon Makes. If you favorite my shop and a few items, I'm told that helps. I don't know because I haven't sold anything in months. So I also have some hats and some crocheted stuff in there. So and I also want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. So if you don't know, I have an Etsy shop. It's called Jedidragoon Makes. I put links to it in the description below. Yeah, that's... And if you can go favorite some of my items in my shop, that probably help me. Or if you buy from me, that'll help support this show. So, that little bit out of the way. Let's get on to finished objects, because I need to get outside and play with the kids. Everybody's outside in the pool, and I was going to go, I finished my cup of coffee and some little bit of crocheting, and then I was like, my husband came in for something, looking for something, and we're talking. I'm like, you know what I should do while everybody's out there playing? I'm like, I should do my videos real quick. He's like, yeah. So I'm in here. Everybody's outside. All right. So I finished my Phoenix shawl. This is it. This was done in the puzzle cotton yarn. It starts out with yellow and white, and then goes to blue and white, blue, orange. It goes down like this. And that's the coloring. And then I edged it with Premier Basic. Actually, most of it's done in the edging is done mostly in Premier Basic, except for, let's see if I can feel the difference. I had, yeah, like from here on, this row is done in Red Heart Super Saver because I ran out of this and I didn't want to get another skein out. And I had a skein of this white there. So as you can tell, you can't tell the difference. It's a little rougher, but once I wash it up, it should be fine. But yeah, it's a really addictive pattern. It's really nice. Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches did a great job. And let's see if I can get this on. And it actually fits me pretty good. Ugh. It's too warm for this. But yeah, this is the shawl. Yeah, these aren't my colors really, but I'm probably going to donate this, so I just wanted to make it so you guys could see how the Premier Puzzle cotton worked up. That's why I tried to hurry up and get this done so you could see what it looks like worked up. It worked up really nice. I really enjoyed working with it. You can tell there's cotton in it, but you can also tell it's a cotton acrylic blend, so it's a lot softer than just plain cotton. So it was really nice to work with. I did enjoy working with it. I have a few more balls, and I'll probably make a couple more shawls. There's the purple one I got, which I'll probably make into a shawl just like that and keep that one for myself because I like purple. You know, I probably should keep the brown one because I don't have that many purple shirts to wear the purple ones with. I have a few different colored shirts. I need to get some different colors into my shawl wardrobe. And then, okay. So as I was putting away my Hobby Lobby yarn haul, this past week or so, because I can't remember when I did it last weekend. So yeah, okay. So as I was putting away my Hobby Lobby yarn haul, I was going through my totes, trying to organize my totes, because I have totes. I don't have like a wall of yarn like a lot of people have. I have totes. And if I fill up those totes, I can't buy any more yarn. So I'm done buying yarn for a while. So you're not going to see any yarn haul videos for a while. If you subscribe for just yarn haul videos, you're going to have to wait a while. So I got going through my totes. I have 3 big totes under one table in one room. I have my superwash merino yarn and another tote in the living room. And then I have a tote of cotton yarn. And I also have some shelves with yarn on them, but my husband did those for me and I filled them up, and then I was like, I need to do stuff with this. And I can't fit everything into the places I have, so I need to deal with all that stuff. Anyway, so I was going through and I was looking at my cotton tote, because like I told you in my Hobby Lobby yarn video, I like to buy these because they're small, cheap, and colorful. And they're, right now I need to make some more dishcloths, but I've been... but I'll probably make some more dishcloths, but right now I'm making other stuff, which I'll show you in a minute. But I got to looking at it, and I have, this is like one of those big gray totes, and it was full of stuff to make dishcloths and washcloths, and it's full of cotton yarn. So I've been starting to try to work through that, because I need to go through that and get rid of some stuff. I also have a craft fair coming up in the next year. I'm not sure when it is because my church didn't tell me when the craft show is. So I'm just going to start making up stuff, and I'm going to put it in my Etsy shop just so I have it in there. So if I sell that in my Etsy shop, it's fine. But so I've been making market bags. This is one I made. This one, actually, let me show you first one I made. This is the first one I made. This one I followed a pattern. So, this is a solid bottom granny square tote bag. I'll leave a link to the pattern below. And this is how it turned out. It was really simple and easy, but I don't work that fast with the solid stitch. So, I used up this skein of yarn I had, and then I had some blue in my stash, so I edged it in blue because I thought that went with it nicely. And then I made the handles, and it was really simple and easy. I think I made these holes too big, but you know, learning. So I made that. I enjoyed that. I didn't like doing the solid granny square. I never liked doing them. So I went and I adjusted and made me a granny square one that's not solid, and this one I did a much better job of with the holes, and as you can tell, it's really big. It holds a lot. So I made this out of some green, I think that's probably peaches and cream I had in my stash, and then I bought a cone of white so I could make these. So I made that, and then I wanted a pattern where I could use up like a whole ball of yarn and not edge it with anything. And I thought I had a whole skein here, but I didn't. This is Jada and Stitch's market bag. And this is actually really stretchy in that. But it's just like a little produce bag. Really simple. And I had this in there. It's I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. It goes from blue to white to yellow, some green, blue, white, yellow. But yeah, and I ran out. So it got edged with white on top, which actually looks pretty good. So yeah, this isn't in my shop yet. These two are. They're in my Etsy shop. So I did that. So those are all my finished objects. And then I have some works in progress right here. But yeah, I was just trying to use up the yarn I had and some scrap yarn and all that. So I'm working through that because I want to try to use it up. I want to make up a big stash of bags to take with me when my craft show comes. And my next project will probably be hats. I also need to crochet another knight's helmet. When I made, any of you who've been around a while, I have a pattern called the knight's helmet. And I made that thing to I made my husband a hat to cover his ears. It's called the hunting hat. And it's just a basic hat, and it comes down and covers your neck. Sorry, I got drainage. It's not going away. I need to go take an allergy pill probably. So it's called the hunting hat. And it comes down and covers your... He wanted it to cover his ears and his neck. So I made him one. And I designed it. I wrote up the pattern. It's on my Raverly designs page and in my Etsy shop. And so I made him up that. And then I made up... and I posted it in some groups and stuff. And somebody's like... messaged me on Facebook and asked if I could sent me a picture and asked me if I can make a pattern for a knight's helmet. And I'm like, sure, I can figure this out. I just took my basic hunting hat pattern, added a ridge to it, and figured out how to make a face mask. And I made that and finished that, made that, and then my aunt wanted 3. No. I think she wanted 4. Yeah, my aunt bought like 4 off of me. No, not my aunt, my cousin. Yeah, she's married to my cousin, so. So I had to make like 4 or 5 of those things. I haven't made one since, and I need to make one so I can update some pictures on my on my Raverly and stuff like that, and probably update the pattern so it reads better and is better, just pretty much. So I gotta go in and get all that done. And so I bought some yarn for that. That's sitting in the wings. I'll probably have to make, if I make one, my husband will probably claim it because his has gone missing. So so I gotta do that. So I'm not looking forward to that. I just got sick of making them after I made like 4 or 5 of those things. I thought about now that I know how to adjust the hat size, I thought about adjusting it and making it so you could have one for a child size. Use my daughter as a guinea pig. Okay, let's get on to WIPs. Because I don't know if you guys like me rambling or not, but I think you do, but I just want to move on and get outside. Okay, so in my quest to finish up using my yarn, cotton yarn that I have a crap load of because I always buy it, you pick up 1 or 2 skeins and you're like, oh cool, I'll just pick up 1 or 2. That's not that lot. And then it gets to the point where you're like, oh. So I went on, and Jada Stitches has a market bag tote pattern, and I'm taking a strand of light colored yarn and a strand of dark colored yarn, and I'm doing her Scrappy Market tote bag. And these are the two colors I'm working with right now. So I'm working on that. And this is how I started this yesterday, last night. And this is how far I've gotten. I got to crochet it till it's like 15 inches. And I'm just trying to use up, because I have a bunch of little balls like this. And I know they're not enough to make a dishcloth. Especially since I crochet my dishcloths. So I decided I wanted to make this pattern, so I'm making this, and I don't know if I'm going to sell this or not, because this actually looks like a decent size, and it's like nice and solid enough that I could use this as a purse tote bag and just take a break from my dragon purse at times. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might keep it, I might sell it, I'm not sure. I'll decide once I'm done with it. And my next work in progress, I got a frog part of it. I got a frog the head. This is the Mushroom Man, because I was in No Catchy Names, Ella's crochet group, and she posted that a designer was selling like all her patterns. There's like 100, 200, or I don't know how many patterns for $9.99, and that's a good deal. And so I wanted to make this guy and make him into Toad for my kids. Well, his head is supposed to be round, and somewhere along the lines I screwed up. So right now he looks a little bit funny. I know he looks good, but I just want to make him so he looks like he's supposed to. So I gotta frog him back to the white here and figure out what I screwed up with, because I screwed up somewhere. Because his head's supposed to be a lot more round, and I stuffed him as full as I could. So I'll leave a link to him. This is Mushy the Mushroom Guy or something like that. I gotta look up the pattern, but yeah, he's made out of red heart that I've just had in my stash, some red and white and some whatever color this is. It's pretty much scraps. I don't know why I have so much red yarn scraps, but I do. I was going through my stash, and I have like 5 or 6 things of red yarn. I'm like, Red Heart Super Saver. I'm like, why do I have so much red heart? Red. And yesterday, because I had cast-on-itis yesterday, I finished my shawl, and I finished several market bags. And since we got a new pool, I wanted a cover up, and I said the one I decided on is Simmons Stitches has in her Etsy shop, she has a summer, I think it's just called the Beach Cardi or something. And so I have this comfy cotton. I got it for some project. I decided not to do it. So I'm taking this, and this is what I got so far. I got like the chain and the first row done. And this is going to be the Beach Cardi by Simmons Stitches. So, yeah, it's not that impressive. It's just one row. I even thought about not showing you guys until I had more done, but I'm using a size I crochet hook. And this is Lion Brand Comfy Cotton. I can't remember a color. I took the label off. I'm bad about taking labels off. It's the lavender, dark purple, tan yarn. So, yes, I'm back to using these. Except for this, because I was using my boy crochet hook with the 2 strands of cotton yarn, and my arm and wrist were just killing me when I was doing it. They don't bother me that much, but they were, so I switched up to this because it was a lot easier using the 2 strands and using this. So, I'm working on that. That I just started. And I thought about not showing you guys this, but I figured you'd want to see how far I've gotten since last time I showed you. This is how far I've gotten. Oh, no. Okay, great. Dropped a stitch. Okay, well, this is how I pick up stitches. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Okay, if I can grab this real quick. Okay, so my method of picking up stitches is not like everybody else's, because this is how I do it. Okay, let's scoot this over here. So I get the drop stitch plus this on here, and then all I have to do is, probably be easier if I was purling it, but I just scoop my hook under that first stitch, I move it around to catch the one behind it so that I have it on there like that. That's not on there. Hold on. This is much easier when I'm just doing it and not trying to show everybody, because I don't usually, this is why I don't do tutorials, because, okay, and then I have that like that, and then so I got that picked up, and then I have this right here. This is not how you're supposed to pick up stitches, but if I've only just dropped a couple, like if I drop 4 or 5, I'll use the crochet hook method. But I've just kind of developed this way for when I just drop a couple. So this one's a little more tricky because I gotta go figure out, so I gotta go in. So anyway, I dropped a stitch, I'm picking it up. It looks like crap now, but that's okay. It happens. But anyway, I know there's things to put on it and all that, but yeah, this is how far I've gotten. I think this is the front, so it's just a lot of knitting, and I have worked on this for quite a while, but it's just getting from one end to the other, and I haven't focused on just working on it. I've been working on crochet and stuff, and this is mainly church knitting, and I knit some during the Panda movie until my needle slipped out and I dropped a whole bunch of stitches, and everybody in my family likes to watch movies in the dark, so I was not going to try to pick up 5 or 6 stitches in the dark. So that's all the stuff I've done, and you'll probably see some more market bags. I really like this pattern. I enjoyed this thoroughly. I think it's cute. I think it works well. And I want to make some more of these. So yeah, that's all I have. I'll talk to you guys later. Please like and subscribe. Hello to all my new subscribers. Hello to all my old subscribers. I'm so glad you decided to subscribe and enjoy my videos. I'm up to 370 subscribers, which shocked me. I went from, it was like 640 to like 670 in like a week, and I'm like, what happened? So I'm kind of in the dazed and thankful and grateful and right now, so thank you, everyone. I will talk to you guys later, and may the Lord bless you and keep you. Bye.